Fusion Mobile, quality e-learning experience on the go.
Hello again, you're welcome to Fusion Mobile e-learning center. My name is Toborefe and we will continue our class on the recommended texts for literature in English, WAEC/GC. Now, today we will be treating Othello, a play by William Shakespeare, a tragic play. Now, for your objective questions, you are expected to answer about 50 questions. Out of these 50 questions, some will revolve or center on this text, Othello, the play. They will give you excerpts from the play and you are expected to answer questions from them. Now, there is a sample here on the board. So read the passage below and answer the questions that follow. Oh heaven, how she got out. Oh treason of blood. Fathers, from hence, trust not your daughter's mind, by which the property of youth and maidenhood may be abused. Now, this excerpt is from Act 1, Scene 1 of Othello, the play. Now, for you to properly understand, for you to properly attempt these objective questions, you should be familiar with the excerpts, the conversations, the dialogue involved in the play. Now, we'll just do a quick summary of the play Othello. It's actually about a Moor called Othello. He was a very gallant soldier whose love interest was Desdemona. Now, Desdemona is characterized as a beautiful and fair lady. So, apparently, there is a difference in race. Othello, being a Moor, a black man, is being discriminated at. Now, Desdemona's father does not approve of the relationship. In fact, he accuses Othello of witchcraft, saying that Othello bewitched the daughter. And so at the end of the day, what happens? Othello is sued to court and he is made to plead his case. Now, what happens is that when Desdemona is questioned and asked, why are you involved in a relationship with this man? And it is discovered that from Desdemona's speech that Othello actually won her heart from his stories of war. She was fascinated by his stories, and somehow she fell in love with him. And that was how Othello won the case. Now, there was no issue, there was no problem between Othello and his wife Desdemona until a soldier steps in, Iago, fell on the board. IAGO. Now, most people actually think it's LAGO. IAGO. Now, Iago is a senior soldier in Othello's army. And at the beginning of the play, he's seen grumbling to a friend, Rodrigo. Now, what is the content of his speech? He is saying that Othello promoted a younger soldier called Cassio instead of him, Iago. So he is angry, he feels betrayed, and he decides, through a series of evil machinations, to get back at Othello. Now, how does he achieve this? He knows that Desdemona is Othello's love interest. And so, through a series of conspiracies, he tries to make Othello believe that Desdemona is cheating on him. And somehow, he brings Cassio into the picture. Now, Cassio and Desdemona already have a normal, cordial relationship, a platonic relationship. But Iago decides to use it, to twist it, and make Othello believe that it is actually a sexual love relationship. And so somehow Othello begins to feel jealous and accuse Desdemona of infidelity. But however, he has no proof. So what Iago does is to conspire with his wife, Emilia. He also conspires with a prostitute in the name of Bianca. Now, through a series of so many coincidences and happenings, Othello tends to believe that Desdemona is guilty of infidelity, but she is innocent. And at the end of the day, the play sees a tragic end in the sense that Othello smothers or suffocates Desdemona while she is sleeping. Even in the act, she is still pleading her innocence, but it's already late now because Othello has already been consumed with jealousy. Jealousy that was actually brought about by Iago's conspiracy. And unfortunately, he discovers that Desdemona is innocent, but it is after he has killed her. Othello commits suicide, and of course, Iago gets punished for his crimes. There are a series of deaths in the play, conspiracies. Actually, that is the feature of a tragic play. How do you identify a tragic play? It has a very sad ending. There is a lot of bloodshed and so many conspiracies, confusion, and of course, the hero tends to have a lot of tragic flaws. Othello was manipulated because he already had that weakness. He already had that weakness, so he was manipulated by Iago. Iago took advantage of his gullibility, and at the end of the day, we see a tragic play being unfolded. Now, let us get to the questions under this excerpt. All right, so now we are going to look at a few questions, like about 5 questions on this dialogue here. Now, the first one says, who is the speaker of this excerpt? Now, for you to be able to answer this question, like I said, you need to be familiar with the dialogue, you need to be familiar with the conversations. That is why usually we suggest that you get a copy of Othello, the text. You know, it's not just enough to read the summary or analysis of the plot or the themes, because WAEC would not ask you on things. They will not ask you essay-based questions on this text. Rather, they will ask objective questions. So you need to be familiar with the conversations involved in the play. Now, who is the speaker of the above excerpt? Now, it's easy. You actually pick out some specific words to know what the speaker is talking about. That way you know who the speaker is. Now, he says, oh heaven, how she got out. Oh treason of blood. Now, he addresses fathers. From hence, trust not your daughters. Now, our first clue is Brabantio. The answer is Brabantio. Brabantio is the father of Desdemona. At this point, he was told, Iago told him that he got a report that Desdemona had eloped with Othello, which is against what he wants. That is not his wish for his daughter. So now he is panicking. Now, number 2. Question 2 says, the speaker is addressing A. Graciano, B. Rodrigo, C. Iago, D. Emilia. Now the answer is Rodrigo. Rodrigo happens to be there at that point when he was panicking. Number 3, you see, number 3 they say, oh heaven, how she got out. Now, number 3 says, she in the above passage refers to, of course, he is panicking over his daughter. The name is Desdemona. The answer is Desdemona. Now, question 4 says, the speaker was later to accuse another character of being a charm user. I take it again. The speaker was later to accuse another character of being a charm user. Of course, the only character who was accused of using charms in this play is our protagonist here, Othello. Okay, so he actually accused Othello of using charms to win his daughter. And the last question says, oh treason of blood. Oh treason of blood. Now what they are asking, what is the meaning of that statement? What are they referring to? Oh treason of blood refers to, is it A, treason by relations, B, one's bloody mistake, C, passion of the heart, and D, treason of the head? Of course, the answer is C, passion of the heart. So this is just a sample of the kind of questions you are to expect for your objective session. However, apart from Othello, the other questions that will be asked will surround figures of speech, literary appreciation. They may also give you excerpts from other poems, maybe unseen prose or unseen drama, and you'll be expected to answer those questions. I think about 50 questions you are expected to answer before you go to the essay section. I hope you have found this material very useful. These questions will also be displayed on your screen to determine how much you have learned in this lesson. Thank you very much.